Hello, everybody, and hopefully you have a good one. My name is Eddie, and welcome to another episode here on Talk Daily. We're going to be talking about the Maserati Gran Turismo, the MC20. So what a fantastic machine to start with. It's gorgeous. Now, I'm getting my information from Car and Driver, an article written by David Beard. As always, I have a link to everything I show you in the description below. So, what's what? Let's dig into this. So, first and foremost, pictures. So, let's look at the pictures, and I think it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Saying the Prologue uses a Maserati-specific motors. Mind you, this is fully electric. Electric. Each motor, delivering a 402 horsepower and 332 foot-pound of thrust. Pound-feet of thrust. Okay, they're being stupid. 332 foot-pound of torque. Currently, the maximum combination output is limited to 818 hoists. That's a lot of hoists. That's a lot of horsepower. That's a lot. That's fairly quick. It's saying 0 to 60 in 2.7 seconds, as they claimed. Again, by looking at it, you look at the grill, you think it's you think there's a conventional internal combustion engine in it, but it isn't. This is fully electric vehicle. I think it looks fantastic. I truly do. It's saying that the official EPA rating are still some time away. We, Car and Driver, estimate the Folgore. I'm sorry, I'm butchering that name. Let's try to do this again. Folgore should travel 240 miles on a single charge. Its 800-volt architecture enable electrons to be replenished quickly on a DC fast charger at a peak of 270 kilowatts, charging the battery from 20 to 80% in 18 minutes, according to Maserati. Again, I don't think people buy this car. They're really concerned about these things because, again, these are the things you buy for fun. But anyways, it is what it is. So, looking furthermore, the interior, it looks really, I don't have any issues with the interior. I think it looks really nice. The clock in the center, that reminds me of, that's the flashback to 911s with a track package. The whole iPad in the center, again, the standard industry, the paddle shifter. Hold on, paddle shifter? Like their gears? Okay. Okay. Maserati claims the Folgore top speed is 202 miles per hour. Look at that paint. That's gorgeous. Unlike other manufacturers that install mattress-sized battery pack on in the floor, Maserati pack is a dog bone shaped and occupies the center section of the car. Okay, that kind of gives you an idea how the battery pack looks like. Maserati GranTurismo Folgore up front 6-piston caliper clamp, 15-inch rotor drilled rotors, while out back 4-pot calipers, pinches at 13.8 cross drilled rotors. I am not a big fan of cross drilled rotors. Period. As a matter of fact, I want my rotors to be blank, nothing on them. Period. Again, that's for track performance, but hey, cross drill's cute to make it a little lighter, but you start developing hairline fractures in there, etc. But again, if you're buying this car brand new, I'm pretty sure you can afford to get a dealership and I will inspect it for you. But on the side note, if you're one of those people like going taking your car to the track, making your car into a race car, and you have drilled rotors, no. I know that comes standard on many cars because they expect you to maintain it according to the dealership manual, whatnot, or your dealer manual, whatever, car manufacturer manual. But I'm not a big fan of them at all. You really don't need that. I mean, I understand it's for gases, so in an extreme condition when the brake pad is, those gases develop between the brake pad, the friction between the brake pad and the rotor. You start developing some gases. This meant to alleviate it, so you don't float on that temporary gas blanket, but. In reality, all you're going to do is just develop stress fracture. They're going to travel between one dot to the other, and eventually, would that cause a catastrophic failure? If left unchecked for quite a bit, but I haven't yet seen a rotor is cracked because the cross drilled, but I've seen a hairline fracture for sure. And by the way, you could use a dye to check that. But again, that's track day, nonsense, mumbo jumbo. Let's come back to the GranTurismo Folgore. Move forward, 2024 Maserati GranTurismo Folgore. The unconnected base 12.3-inch touchscreen information system is easy to use. I think so too. Everything's right there in front of you. I thought it was a clock, but it says 74 degrees. 74, what would that be? I would imagine temperature. There's a clock in it somewhere. And Folgore shares the same platform and sheet metal as an internal combustion version, with the only visual cues being bronze trident badges and brake calipers, along with the emission of tailpipe. Interesting, very interesting. So that's why it kind of looks like an internal combustion engine, because it's the same chassis. Huh. I wonder what's the weight difference will be. So they estimate the starting price is $215,000 when it arrives in the fall. This fall of 2023. Whew. It ain't cheap, that's for sure. But it's probably a very good value. Now, so let's look at what's the point here. So okay, so you have an internal combustion engine that's still going to be available, 3.0 liter V6, and that's going to be continue to be manufactured. Although Maserati all new GranTurismo would offer with a potent twin turbocharged 3.0 liter engine. Let's see the details of that. So then about the electric one. So the electric one saying the Maserati-specific motors, one driven in the front axle and two powering the rear. So there's one in the front, two in the rear, are permanent magnet synchronous unit built by Marelli Motori. Each motor can spin up to 17,500 RPM and is capable of delivering 402 horsepower, 332 foot-pound of torque. Currently, the maximum combined output is limited to just 818 horsepower, limiting the motors from their true potential of 83.0 kilowatt lithium-ion battery pack. Oh, what's that true potential? I don't know what that means. Maserati baked more capacity into the motor and inverters in preparation for the next advancement in battery technology, which is believed to be a few years away. Okay, interesting. So that's smart the way they designed it. They designed it so it could last test of time, test of technology. It's capable of delivering more, but it's not, because the current limitation is the battery technology. So they're holding on to that. And again, the range, I'm mentioning the range, is saying from 20 to 80%, as I mentioned before, 18 minutes, 240 miles on a single charge. Again, understand, if you're going to drive this car and you're going to put your foot down, you're going to take off real quick, all these numbers mean absolutely nothing, because you're probably going to drain that battery much quicker. I've yet to see racing car on just pure battery and how the heat cycle works, but they tend to be okay. Again, the only enemy would be the heat. As I mentioned in my previous video, I've just seen a Tesla at the racetrack, and that was Willow Springs, Button Willow, I think Willow Springs, and it basically had to retire due to heat. So I don't know if that's the same thing going to be applied to this, but if you're just going to cruise down and go for a nice grand touring, because what this car is a grand touring vehicle. It's literally a grand touring car. If you just want to relax and go for a nice drive, 240 miles, and I think that's plenty. And the 18 minutes for the charge from 20 to 80%, I think it's fairly reasonable. You go for a nice little tour after like something 100 miles of driving, which is a long way. Park somewhere, charge it, chill, have a cup of coffee, and drive back. I think that's wonderful. But I want to know what's up with the paddle shifter. That's the one thing that I'm curious about. The paddle shifter. Okay. And let's see. It's saying the steering is always lighter on the side of spectrum and cool general weather. I don't know. There's just a bunch of English. I mean, go ahead and read the articles, as always, very well written, but I'm just trying to get to the point. I'm trying to see what's up with the paddle shifter. Like, there's actually, they do a transmission, like a 2-speed transmission, like a RC car. I don't know. So let's see, edit mode. I'm not mentioning anything about the transmission. Maserati claims 60 miles per hour, 2.7 seconds. There's launch control, as always. There's always a launch control, and there you go. I didn't mention about it. I'm just kind of curious to see. I guess you have gears. I don't know. It's connected to a transmission. Although you don't need that. I don't understand that, but it is what it is. Maybe there's gears, 1 gear, 2 gears. I'm constantly looking at the article, and I can't. Gears. I see the word gear anywhere involved. So why do you need a shifter? Maybe it's forward, reverse. I mean, I see a minus and a plus. So you technically all have to do is just select drive, reverse, neutral, etc. But I don't see it. So that was back to traction stability control. They're talking about the traction control. There's air springs on it and dampeners, etc. Max boost. What boost? Within of course the setting, when a battery state of charge exceeds 80%, max boost is accessible. Okay, so if you fully charge, you get the max boost. Okay, so what does that do? The max boost. Max boost preps the battery pack for maximum acceleration and releases all 818 hoists with launch control. Engage, releasing the brake pedal, shoves the floor blades into the comfortable seat. Okay, that's just a bunch of blah. So you can get the 2.7. Okay, that's how you get that. You need to have full charge and max boost turned on. So it has torque vectoring and traction control settings. Also endurance mode, of course, the maximum of the battery life. So there's endurance mode, so you can get the maximum amount of range possible. Oh yeah, something else about it. It has the sound amplification. The synchronized audio track also can be turned off. So you have that sound that gets emitted inside the cockpit. Interesting. So it goes on saying that no fewer than 4 drive modes are selectable by steering wheel control knob. Max range stayed the obvious, extending every mile possible. The default setting, the GT, keeps the standard air spring and electronic control dampeners relaxed, allow you to use 80% of the powertrain output. But the real Folgore, sheesh, rolls off the tongue, huh? Experience begin with the sport mode. Oh yeah, again, I just don't see the pedal. Oh, but hey, if you know what the pedals, hey, I guess they have some gear in there. There's like a transmission in there. I don't. That's what I'm assuming for the pedal. But anyways, all in all, I think it's a nice classic grand touring car. Obviously, the price is up there, and you probably have other option also for that price. Would I buy this car for that price? I'll probably look somewhere else for a grand touring vehicle, to be honest with you. But it is what it is. It's an icon. It's a Maserati GranTurismo. It's gonna be on sale by the end of this year for the price of 210,000. Let's see the powertrain. I'm curious. So show me. See, there's no transmission, direct drive. Yeah. So what's up with the plus and minus? That's what I was tripping about. See, transmission, direct drive. That's it. It is a direct drive. It's a little transmission. So some of the plus and minus, I don't understand the plus and minus. Yeah, there you go. So 215,000, excuse me, not 210, 215,000. The weight, where is the weight? Curb weight, estimated 5,000. Man, them tires are gonna be gone. Look at all the technology advanced with the batteries, 5,000 pounds. I mean, I bet your ride's comfortable because the heavier the car is, the more subtle, the car will bounce back. And I mean, if a light car will bounce a lot, you have to do with dampening, suspension, and springs and whatnot. But generally speaking, heavier car tend to ride a little bit more comfortable. And 5,000 pounds, expect to change your tires quite often. They don't tell you the tire size. They don't mention anything about the tire size whatsoever. But I'm guessing, 305, 315s. I mean, probably fairly wide tires on the back. And, but anyways, I mean, hey, man, if this is what you like, this is the vehicle you always like, congratulations. They're making it electric, and you could charge it at 18 minutes from 20 to 80%. I think that's very fair. And again, the technology is moving forward, so that charging time is always going to get smaller and smaller, and we'll see what the future holds. But for now, the 2024 Maserati GranTurismo Folgore will be coming to shores by the end of this year. Anyways, as always, let me know what you think, and take care, everybody, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.